Hey there, my fellow vassals, Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to Mount and Blade to Bannerlord, Lords of the Forest. Episode 33, Courting Nobles. A marriage offer for Rogi. Yeah, we're keeping Rogi, though. The Northern and Southern Empires are at war with one another, and one of them just won a major battle. Okay, the person I was looking for isn't here anymore. They moved on. So you were last seen... No, it says they were last seen here, but they're not in the castle at the moment.
I don't know you. I suppose you should...
Oops. I didn't mean to flirt with her. That's usually where the how do you feel about your lord option is. So I just autopilot clicked it. So where is Satros? Maybe he's near the... Oh, yeah, there he is. No, that's some mercenary. Satros, where are you? Are you in this army? Nope, you're not in that army. He should be somewhere around here. Sean, thank you for the resub. And when I find him, I'll see about swaying him over to our side. Yeah, it still says he was last seen around here. So, maybe he's recruiting people. Although that... Oh, you know what? He might be in this army. No, not also in that army. I don't know where he is. Because there's obviously a big duke out heading... going on here at Sestadheim Castle. But yeah, it apparently has nothing to do with me. Yep, I just don't know where he is. He could be in the dungeon. Yeah, good point. I didn't think to check there. But that seems to be the most obvious answer, I think. Alright, so we'll try to talk to someone else then. So, Ortician's siege is over, so maybe we'll try to talk to Apis again. Doesn't the position only update when you enter a village or town or castle? Yes. So you can just like check in with a village. But I think he was still there. I'll double check though. Yep, he's still there. Alright, Serranus I think was one of the ones we wanted to talk to. But he wasn't entertaining the idea. Because he's not landless anymore. I'll still try to chat him up, but I'm pretty sure he'll say no.
Forgive me what may seem...
Yep, he's not willing to entertain the idea. Now, if I was to try to sway lords, I would want to sway Battanian lords anyway. So after a little bit of talking to the landless nobles, Farvanova pulled a Sianon. Oh, that's easier to disrupt. I can wait until it gets closer to Sianon. What I can do is I can start questing with Battanian nobles, specifically ones that are enemies with Calradia, in order to try to curry favor with them so that I can recruit them at some point. So he's still at Sestadheim. I'm thinking he was in... Shouldn't it say if he's in prison? Yeah, taken prisoner by the Northern Empire. So yeah, he is in Sestadheim dungeon. Got it. Apis was last seen at Rote. So Apis went east, is east of me now. And Coast Drovering got land. So they're no longer going to be easy to recruit. I wish this was easier. What about Sarandon? Right. That's an individual I haven't tried to talk to. So, headed back east. Bouncing around, looking for nobles. It'd be not that much harder for the game to just be like, hey, you want nobles? Like, put out a call. Like, spend some influence and, like, put out a call for nobles or something. Like, that seems like a reasonable action to be able to do, where, like, you summon people that are interested to your court, you know, to your capital. Problem solved. The people that, you know, would ever want to join you get all pulled into one room, and then it's less of like a gopher headache. Because this is such a gopher headache. It's like, all right, you want to go talk to nobles, you go right around the map for like multiple hours to get turned down. It's like, man, I'm already married. I don't need to be on Tinder again. All right, people I'm looking for. So you are last seen near Chinopus. Or Popsia? Alright, let me clear all these markers, because they're older. Right, popping in on Batatas for the latest rumors. So, Popsia is where Sarandon is. Satros is probably still in the dungeon at Cestadime. And Apis is maybe at Rote. I'm not going to go to Rote. So we'll go to Cestadime, see if we can go into the like talk to someone in the dungeon. And then at Popsia, there should be another one. So Sarandon is in Panner's army. I'm not going to be able to talk to him as a result. I'll just prove that if I can catch up.
Now then, come now.
So if I go talk to the other members, Sarandon...
If you please.
There is no longer an option of like, what do you think about your lord? Because he's surrounded by fellow members of his own kingdom, so he's not free to discuss that kind of stuff. So, he's a no. No for now. And they're not even letting me in the castle. But in the dungeon, there's 74 prisoners. And I think one thing that we could do is, who owns this Cestadime Castle? Owned by Chaunis? I could try to pay his ransom to go talk to Nicasaur at Sinopia and to ransom the dude myself. It's not a terrible idea, because the ransoms are usually not that expensive or not a lot of money. Alright, so the person at Popsia, who was that? Satros is the one that's imprisoned? Oh, no, he just got freed. Like a second ago. So he's probably in flux somewhere, where he'll pop up in some major town in like a few days. Because he was freed 2 days ago? 3 days ago? Apis is somewhere near that village. And Sarandon is now in a prison? It's hard to tell. Western Northern Empire, I think, are back at war with one another. Trying to chase down these vassals is rough. It's like they move around faster than I can even go overland, and they pop up places that are just random. So Sarandon is last seen near Cestadime. in the dungeon. Taken prisoner by Giffer. But if he's last seen at Cesterdine, he was taken prisoner by Giffer, and then imprisoned into Cesterdine Castle, owned by Nicasaur, who is the ruler of... So I'm looking for Nicasaur still to pay ransoms. And he was last seen around here, but I don't see him anywhere. He's not in the... He's not in the castle. He's not in the dungeon. So, bit of a loss as to what to do there. See if he pops up anywhere. No. No. I don't see him anywhere. Oh, now he's seen near Cesterdime. Okay, we just passed one another. So he's seen near Cesterdime, the village. So he's probably heading back to his castle. Oh, there he is.
That's close enough. Who are...
What do you think of your liege? He's happy. And then a proposal where he doesn't say he has prisoners. Never mind. Did you get freed? God, I'm getting such a headache trying to figure out what the hell is going on. So... Freed because of peace declaration... No, that's the wrong person. Freed because of peace declaration. Freed because of a peace declaration. Yes. So you're freed. All right. Jesus Christ. Varago's castle. That's where I'm headed to next. The volatility of the of everything has my brain spinning. So the person I wanted to talk to is somewhere around here, where I am right now. Not in the castle, but somewhere around. Alright, I think instead of chasing these people down, because it's an absolute freaking nightmare, I'm going to start courting Battanian lords. Because I've spent now like half an hour getting to places only for my efforts to be wasted because they teleport around and the situation changes and they're taken prisoner and then they disappear. It's just nuts. Alright, caravan is moving on to Omor from Varnopol. Alright, so they are going from Varnopol to Omor. You know what? Actually, I'm not too far from there. I'm going to go squash this conspiracy caravan and then get back to befriending Battanians to turn on Caldog. So in that situation, it's best to first look for the ones that don't like Calidog, because those will be the easiest to turn. It's also not necessarily a bad idea for me to talk to anyone that is passing by, if it's easy to chat them up, just to see what they think about their own lord. Because you never know. I might stumble upon someone that is like, you know what? I could use a change of scenery. Janab leveled up in writing. Done. Stochastic Turtle, thank you for the bits. And Phantomus for the resub. There's the caravan. That I rode past. Alright, so before we hit the caravan, my troops are ready to level up. Let's get them going. Oh, what the hell? There we go. Also, Denny's gear might not be up to par. I should keep an eye on that.
I'm in command. Mounted archers, hear me! Make a shield wall! Soldiers! Move out! Warriors! Spread out! All sides follow me!
I'll lean into using bows a little bit more, leveled up as much as I can in this fight. They got some brave cavalry. Unfortunately, they just got smashed by my defenses. I like how all their archers are like shooting at me. Yeah, shoot at me, not my friends. And it's a good opportunity for my companions to get some damage in too, because my companions are the ones following me, and they're like soaking up all these kills. Actually, not too many of them, according to the kill feed. Oops. Sorry, horse. Most of these kills are just the Fion champions going crazy. Oh, they hit me. Alright. There's punishment for that. Wow, that guy keeps switching between his crossbow and his his melee weapon, and it looked pretty wild. Alright, and he was the last one. One person died. It was a single wood runner. And 97 of them died. Pretty good, I'd say. This kite shield is probably worth locking down, but everything else is, I think, junk. Well, large bag of barbed arrows isn't terrible. It's not high-level arrows, but not terrible. There's a lot of them. Well, 25. Good. Oh, we just donated a whole bunch of gear. Oh, well, whatever. So, the caravan is now crushed. Let's go try to befriend some Battanians. So, the first thing to look at here would be the Battanian clans, to see if any of them don't like Caladog. So Urgion is friends with Caladog. He's a bad place to start. Maldir is friends with Caladog. Prindor is not friends with Caladog. So Prindor potentially would be someone to talk to. Is he enemies with Caladog? He's not enemies with Caladog. He's just not friends. Luchin is not friends with Caladog either. Oddweir, also not friends with Caladog. Oh, he was? Alright, let me go back to Luchin. Lands. Oops. Kingdom. Battania. Luchin. Oh yeah, they're kind of here he is. So Fen Guile doesn't only owns Penkanok, not friends with Caladog. That would be another one. Oddweir is another one. And whatever your name is, you are not friends with Caladog either. So there's a few. I'm not going to worry too much about their personality traits in this case. So let's then track those specific heroes down. So one is Lassie near Pencannock. That's our first clue. And the conspiracy plan has been knocked down a little bit. I think it was at 1091 last I checked. So destroying that caravan has helped. Sturgian and Valandian just made peace. That's good to know. I think that now means Sturgia is not at war with anyone. And Valandia is not at war with anyone either. Not in my best... So Khuzait's at war with Northern Empire and Azerai and me. So Khuzait's at war with like half the globe. Northern Empire is at war with Khuzait and Western Empire. West is at war with North and South. Battania at war with no one. Southern Empire at war with the West. Azerai at war with Khuzait. Sturgia at war with no one. Valandia at war with no one. So Sturgia and Valandia might declare war on me. I think there would be a penalty for Valandia to declare war on me because I settled peacefully with them already. If I'm not mistaken, there's like a cooldown period. So if I take a look at Valandia... Oh no, I think the cooldown period's gone. So I'll have to keep an eye on that. So the guy that was at Pencannock is at Aster Castle now. I should just take a look at all of them. So you are at I don't know what that is. But they're all clustered around here so far. Pencannock as well. So yeah, heading to Aster Castle, Pencannock area is gonna be good bang for my buck. Did I check Danny's gear? I saw her chest piece. It looked okay. Oh, she needs gloves. Yeah, her gear's pretty junk. But with war loot, we'll fix it. 18 boots. Armor's okay. Cape's bad. Helmet's okay. Her horse armor sucks. But we'll as soon as we enter some big skill battles, she'll inherit some good stuff.
Yours is not a face.
So at this point, I'm just anyone that I think... I'm just talking to everyone. There's no one in the dungeon. So where do these guys go? Right, here's Melodier, if I can actually catch up to him.
It's been a while.
He's happy with his lord, but he has a problem. My young kinsman, Lum, has gone to town to have fun, drinking, wenching, gambling. Owes a lot of money, sure. I could handle this myself. I'll free your kinsman. So trying to befriend them will go pretty far. The other way to take a look at this is just like Calradia. Does he have enemies? Noble Corte. So he doesn't like Corte. But Corte is like Luchin's son or something. So that doesn't help me at all. Yeah, I could just even... Looking at this list, none of them are heads of clans. Because I would recognize their name. So nope, he doesn't have any useful enemies. Not surprising. One thing I didn't do is set up my, like, civilian gear. This is making this a potential a little rough. Why is everything blue? It's not run by Sturgia, it's run by Battania. Alright, I will pay his debts. It levels up my charm. And helps my relationship with a whole bunch of people. A tiny price to pay in the scheme of things. Speaking of my renown, we are closing in on Clan Tier 5. We're not that close if we're not at battle. But it's moving. Turtle, how old are you now? 16 still? Okay. Alright, so that one's done. And we're just going to keep doing that. So any nobles that we can build a relationship with would be ideal. I'm not going to be too picky about who it is, because all of the potential Battanian relationships that I'm forging will be useful. So that was for Melodier. And if we take a look at Melodier, now I have a relationship of 7 with him. And once you get into the friend zone. Once you get into the friend zone, Battania and Valandia are at war with one another again. Once you get into the friend zone, it becomes a little bit easier. So we have an opportunity here, and I have a question for you guys. It looks like Battania and Valandia went back to war with one another. And I could help Melodier by coming to his aid, and if I declare war on Valandia. So, very quick poll. Should I declare war on Valandia and help Melodier? My quest of courting nobles was frustrating, and maybe you guys have had enough of it. And if you want me to go a different route, I'm all ears. Why are you running from Morkan anyway? Morkan has a few champions, a few light guards, a few knights and cavalry. And you've got Falkspin and Woodrunners and Raiders. Alright, looks like we are going to declare war on Valandia. So let's go do that. Oh, you know what? I'm going to have peace with Khuzait because they'll pay me for it. Because that works for me. And then Valandia, declare war. And we're helping Melodier and his army
On my command! Warriors! Leave not a one
kill some
breathing!
Valandias, which... Yeah. So that's why I said, eventually the enemies get war-weary. And, like, when I was talking about Khuzait, and I was like, yeah, I'm not going to bother paying them, because if I just wait, they'll get war-weary and will want to end the war for themselves. Because what ends up happening is Khuzaiti nobles will be like, yeah, I don't really like to be in a war because I have to raise troops and it's expensive. So while the king might want wars, or queen, the nobles often don't. Because there's very little that they individually stand to gain while at war. So they'll vie for peace as a result. Usually, unless they think they're going to be awarded the territory. Yeah, this was a bit of a sneak attack, absolutely. Where I just like rode up and it was like, war. And they're like, wait a minute. We were at peace a second ago. I was like, yep, and things change. You play by these rules, I play by these rules too. It frustrates me to no end that like war and peace get declared on a daily basis, and it's really hard to adjust for that level of volatility, but I will use it to my advantage when I can. So my influence, leadership, and charm has gone up. And my relationship with Melodier has gone up as well. Up another 6. Oh, and I captured Morgan. Oops. Rotting's gone up. So we have some choicing here. Party leader. 1% daily chance of animals in my party reproducing. Or a minus 50% herding speed penalty. So if I have a lot of horses or a lot of like cattle or hogs or whatever, I can still move faster. Choose between those two. Hey Melodier, what did you want? Apparently it's so unimportant that he won't offer it to me. It's probably like, we need you to train men or something. So in this case, looks like Calradia Castle got retaken by Valandia over to from Sturgia, so that might be a weaker target as a result. And then that also has me riding towards Nemanyansk, which is good. Emprella has rebels, which is very far away and not particularly useful to me. So I'm just filling up my number and heading towards Calradia. Lindorn. And probably I need to get rid of my prisoners as well. Jump Morkan in Nemanyansk. He's protected. 1% chance my horses breed. All right. I'm a horse breeder now. So before I sell anything, let's check out Danny. Oh, that's worse. Way better horse. Better sword. Better shield. Now she needs gloves. Yep, there we go. I think that's probably the best stuff that she can inherit. Because I don't think she has enough bow skill to use anything nicer than a mountain bow. She was pretty low mountain skill. What about horse armor? I don't... that technically that's better, but I have 8 points, but not really. Okay, good enough. And now we're back to making big money. There is money in war, sadly. Taking all the money that the enemy lords have. Okay, so we'll head to Pendriac. Recruit a little bit more, top up our numbers, and then head to Kalius after going to Nevenyansk. The other thing is, when I was at Nevenyansk, I never managed it. So I don't know what it's building. I don't know how it's managed. Oh, Kalius is under siege. Man, I'm going to be too late. Phooey. I'll still head that way anyway. Because we want to go to Nevenyansk to drop Morkan off. So the goal I have is probe for weakness, Valandia for weakness, to just see if there's easy targets. Managing the castle, we're building fairgrounds, which is settlement loyalty, which isn't a terrible idea, I guess. And then after that, I'm going to cancel the siege workshop. Oh, this is built never, because it's so disloyal. All right, let's make it loyal first. Festival and games. I'll also open up the garrison and dump my low-level dudes in. Because that will help with the loyalty as well. So if we take a look at the loyalty gain, because of the festival and gains, fairgrounds, and some basic security, we're gaining loyalty again. Yeah, when I captured it, I didn't actually check its management, and that was a mistake, because obviously it was not managed well. So let's see if the besiegers of Kalius is likely to win. Oh yeah, they're gonna win. I don't even need to check. 670 versus 215. Yeah, that's foregone conclusion right there. Thank you for tuning in to Mount and Blade 2 Bannerlord, Lords of the Forest, which originally streamed live on Twitch, May 14th. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you would like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to that, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching, and a special thank you to my Patreon patrons, Twitch subscribers, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. Hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow Forest Lords.